Vimal.
I'm Meg.
And I'm Siddharth. And today we'll be giving our presentation on Modernism Personified versus Modernism Projected.
From this PPT, we would like to, out of a 7-minute presentation, we would like you to gain a perspective into the modernist movement through the lens of these chairs, the Vasley chair and the Bibendum chair. So the one on the left is Eileen Gray, the creator of the Vasley chair or the Club B3 chair, and the one on the right is Marcel Brewer. Marcel Brewer was the creator of the Vasley chair, and Eileen Gray was the creator of the Bibendum. Marcel Brewer, talking about him, throughout his creations, we can see that the presence of tubular steel, and Eileen Gray was someone who was actually inspired from his work and incorporated tubular steel in her works. Eileen Gray was someone who rejected the narrow modernist ideals, while Marcel Brewer was someone who wanted to capture the essence of modernist forms. Talking about their incorporation of modernist movement in their works, we can see the minimalistic approach and functional driven approach of Marcel Brewer compared to the thing focused by Eileen Gray, which is comfort and aesthetics. And talking about Brewer, the Vasley chair was actually inspired by the Adler bicycle, and the experience that he had, the weightless experience, was something that he wanted to convey to the user. And when we talk about the Bibendum, Eileen Gray wanted to focus more on the comfort aspect of it, and yeah.
Forms. So the Vasley chair, if you notice, is even tilted back 15 degrees, and but still at a 90-degree angle. And it's a very minimalist design has been used for designing this chair. But the Bibendum chair, on the other hand, is a very bulky feeling. But when you look at the chair, you feel like sitting on it, and you think that it's a really comfortable chair. The Vasley chair uses no form of welding. The tubular steel is bent and then molded into place. Whereas the Bibendum chair, on the other hand, has been like the parts have been welded together. And this uses minimal fabric just on the places that are absolutely necessary. Whereas the Bibendum chair is completely wrapped in leather. If you notice, this is the tubular steel that they use in the Adler bicycle. That's what Marcel Brewer got the idea, where he got the idea to use the material in chairs. And Marcel Brewer used a more minimalist approach, whereas Eileen Gray used a more, she wanted the chair to be inviting and bulky.
The purpose and the function. As crafted in Bauhaus, Marcel Brewer wanted to incorporate and experiment with new materials such as tubular steel. He wanted to incorporate the weightlessness of the Adler's bicycle and incorporate the tubular steel. He designed the chair to be used in public, have a public use, and was also called the Club B3 chair. Whereas the Bibendum chair was designed as a part of the interior, as a part of redesigning interiors of Parisian house, and it was designed to have an inviting look and convey comfort, and it was mainly made and aimed for lounging and socializing with friends.
So just from the looks of it, which one do you think is more inviting out of the two chairs?
The Vasley chair has a dominance of steel, which gives it a cold and an industrial look, whereas the Bibendum chair has a dominance of fabric, which makes it warm and cozy and has a more inviting look.
These two pictures really show the importance of the choice of material in both chairs. So speaking of materials, I would like to talk a little more about the materials and the manufacturing used in both the chairs. Here, let's begin with the upholstery. In the Vasley chair, we can see that the upholstery used is Eisengarn canvas. which is made by soaking cotton strips in a solution of starch and paraffin wax. While on the other hand, the bibendum uses an upholstery which is more common, which is leather, and it is saddle stitched. Also reiterating the point that the Vasily used screws, while the bibendum used welding for the joinery, which is not as visible. We have also the common component of tubular steel used in both chairs, which is manufactured by either rolling or drawing it through dies. Through all these points illustrate the fact that Brewer did not make his chair to be beautiful, but instead he wanted the function to have the spotlight in his chair, while Gray wanted the beauty to be the core focus of the chair, and she wanted the beauty and the elegance of the chair to invite people in. It's also clear that Brewer wanted to experiment with new materials like Eisenbahn canvas and tubular steel, which he popularized the use of. And Gray did not choose new materials just for experimenting with new materials, like other modern designers of the time, but instead she chose her materials in such a way that they complemented the form of her chair. Here we have a small video of how tubular steel is manufactured. It is rolled through dies, a mold, and then it creates a hollow tubular steel structure, and then it is cooled with water. So in conclusion, we saw how Brewer kept the function of the chair at the start of his design process. We also saw the minimalist and functional driven approach of Brewer, which took precedence over the external form. While we saw how Gray rejected the restrictions of modernism, like the use of linear planes and lines, and which she substituted for volume and bulk in her chair. We also saw her rejecting the use of experimental mediums just for experimentation, and she was also not a representative of the desire to break from the norm. She wanted to create a chair which maximized comfort and embodied modernity. So in conclusion, why this research is important is because it is examining modernism in a new light. Did modernism actually open up new avenues of thought for designers, or did it actually confine modern designers with its narrow modern ideals? Thank you.